From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 3rd down.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Brown. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
19 Tigers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Second and 1. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready?
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Get it. 18, 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Jackson now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Well, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now the first carry for Bush. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 3. Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Come on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the gap.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his big tight end here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they try the right side here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Cowboy,
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On the set. Let's go.
Now a give. It's Jackson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
19, Charger, 19.
They'll set up to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Hey, middle.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
70,
Back to throw.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now 2nd and 5.
Get it.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Bengals 21, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second down and 8.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Jackson will throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the gun, it's Jackson. of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll try again now on 2nd and goal, this time from a bit closer. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And will be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 68, 13. Pioneer. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Andres Borregales is set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Get it. Go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
Come on. 70 Rangers. 60.
On the give, here comes Jackson. Gets through and now an opening. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass out left finds Johnston. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Quentin Johnston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 9.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Trap 60, Cowboy 80, Warrior 70, Mustang 19.
Now back to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready,
Now 3rd down and very long.
ready. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Green, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now they'll run on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jackson. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
And the Bengals have recovered it.
I know a lot of defensive coaches coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
19 Lions.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Ravens 16.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, what a move.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Raven first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty athletic run right right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates, Cowboys.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
toss play to Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he's going to use his legs here.
Oh, good move at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 14 yards.
And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start.
And oh, it's blocked.
So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Viking 18.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
They'll try again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
We'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Baldwin.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Baldwin. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, Perkins.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 98 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On the ball now. On the ball.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Cougar 19. 19.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Ready.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
On the delay, it's Bush. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team.